What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, before we jump into today's video, I want to check it out, show you guys the Hobbyist Miner t-shirts. Check that out. Boom! Looks pretty good, huh? I know I'm a little sweaty right now. It is so humid outside right now in Pennsylvania. But if you guys are interested in getting your Hobbyist Miner branded t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, all that fun stuff, go over and check it out. I'll put a link down below to crypty.co. You get a discount code. The link's directly down below there. Also, if you want to support other crypto mining YouTube channels, their content is there, as well as just generalized cryptocurrency type of apparel. So go over and check it out, crypty.co. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So the shed, the notorious shed. So I had to wait an extra week, actually, and you guys might not have seen the difference with the video releases, but I did have COVID the other week. And so the same week that my electrician was going to come out and help me finish up and get everything terminated and set up, I did have to reschedule it. So it actually has been almost 2 weeks now. So jumping ahead, this past week we did have the electrician here and we got a boatload of work done. So huge shout out to my electrician, Ryan. He literally crushed it. I mean, what a beast of a worker. Huge shout out to him. He's supporting the channel and the brand more than anybody knows, to be honest with you. So let's go over and check out the work that's been done. The shed is, I'll tell you right now, is fully operational. And could be used for crypto mining, but we're going to hold off for right now. I want to get everything done so that I'm not doing any construction work at all in the crypto mining shed with rigs in there. I learned my lesson with the basement, with doing my crypto mining basement, and the issue is that, you know, I always get ahead of myself. I put rigs in place and then I like tear things apart or change things up or cut into this or drill into that, and then like the rigs just become a mess. So I decided with my crypto mining shed that I'm going to get as much done as I can before I need to put anything inside the shed. So let's go ahead and show you guys the work that we've got done, and it's huge progress, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's go over to our crypto mining shed. So nothing visible from the outside of the shed is any different. I can check on this side too where our intakes are. There's been no big difference. We do have coming up soon gutter. We do need to put a gutter across the front here so that when we get that heavy rain, that it's not coming down in front of our gable vents and it's collected and then put back down, and we're gonna run the gutter out and go down this sloping area that you guys see here. So that's definitely one we have upcoming. We also have upcoming lattice. I'm gonna put lattice across here to keep any critters. I'm also this week gonna be putting 2 support beams in the middle to support that, which will be awesome and work out really, really well. I am gonna fasten these directly to the deck, and then the decking is actually gonna get secured down. I have these corkscrew, they're 2-foot corkscrew anchors into the ground in the rocks. That'll seal everything off to keep everything anchored to the ground. But let's go ahead and go inside our shed here. Ooh, do you see anything? I'll show you real quick here. So first off, we have a light switch. Check that out. Put some shop lights in. So those worked out awesome. Cheap from Home Depot. Got those for 20 bucks, and we actually tied them into our electric here. So let's go through everything because I think we've made some amazing headway. Once again, huge shout outs to my electrician. So if you guys remember, we had 3 conduits coming in here. And one of them was Ethernet, so you can see here, it's all sealed off, running up top there. We then have our 2 other conduits that come in for our 3 30 amp 240 volts, so this is 10-2, and then we also have our 12-2. So in here is like our junction box point to have everything split off and be run nicely. He kicked ass, honestly, with his junction box, did everything like up to code if it's ever in question, which was really, really nice of him. So let's go ahead and run down. So our 10-2s, we have 3 of them. They all run up and run into this panel here. Check this out. So I want a huge shout out to the guys over at the meter box. They went ahead and supplied these. Take a look. We have our meter boxes with our Drock meters and also our L630R plugs that are in here, which look amazing. And everything came out looking fan-freaking-tastic. I love it. So everything comes from the back side, even the box. Now I did this box, my electrician did these. I did the data, tapped in the back. We have 2 data ports now in here. The top one is active, and I'll show you guys inside the garage. The other one is inactive, and I can always swap them as needed if one of these legs ends up going bad, which works out nicely. So meterbox.com, and actually, these guys actually are sponsoring today's video, so let me go ahead and roll the reel.
The Meter Box. A familiar product to this channel is back with a new lid that finally offers a solution for home miners using a standard 125-volt outlet to measure their power usage in real time. It's available now on their website. Use the link in the description for a discount off your next order. Because of the new lid, they're now running their biggest giveaway yet for the entire month of July, giving away over $7,000 worth of prizes like an iPolo V1 Mini Classic Plus, a 3600-watt X12 Octo Miner, tons of meter boxes, limited edition NFTs, and a bunch of stuff from GPUrisers.com. Check out their new meter box and enter this amazing giveaway, no purchase necessary. You may also purchase items for additional entries and even better chances to win. The meter box contest is worldwide, extending through the entire month and ending on July 31st. Winners will be announced publicly on August 5th.
Okay, so back at it here. Huge shout outs to them. Please go check them out. So we have these. So these are going to give us total quite a bit of power. So what you do in order to figure out like your 80-20 rule is you'll do 30 amp times 240, and that's going to give you your number, and then you divide that for your 80-20. So I can use 80% of this, and this gives me a fantastic amount of power. This actually matches what I have in my basement, in the crypto mining basement that we do have set up. So I'm going to do L630 locking plugs, and then from there they're going to go into a PDU, and the rack, I'm actually going to have a rack, guys. It's going to go right along here in the middle. So when we walk in, we're going to be looking at a rack, and all the PDUs have 15-foot cables on them, so they're going to come over and then go down, and my PDUs are going to sit just off the floor for all of my gear. So we have all of that over here, so plenty of power. We've then gone ahead and round, you can see our 12-2 runs over, up, and into our outlet. So we have one outlet here. Now I do need to clean up my cables, but we have our fans being powered. Each of these fans, guys, these are the AC Infinity T16 fans. I'll put a link down below if you guys are interested in those. They do 100 watts each, so 400 watts, which is like nothing for running off of that 20 amp down there. So we have two of those here, and then we do wire down into another electric box for two of these guys here. And these are actually the controllers, and I tested them out running at 20% on all of these. They do amazing. Then we have our cable run over, and we have it go into our light switch here. So that's what that's for. It runs up and goes in. And then what we did was I asked the electrician to chop off the plugs and run them right into the box. So that is set up and good to go there. So now these are wired in. We got ourselves some shop lights in here so we can work at night, which is awesome. I did put a Google Nest thermostat in here just to monitor it from my phone. And then we do have our GoVs. If you guys need these, I'll put a link down below. Shows the temperature on this side of the shed and the humidity, and then on this side of the shed and the humidity as well on our intake side. Now we did run off of that leg for our 12-2, which is our 20 amp off of there. And I just had the electrician put in an outlet there and there just in case I needed it. Here's a great example. I've been doing some testing with the network inside the shed, so I leave the laptop in here, which is great. Can plug in here as I need to. So all of that turned out freaking fantastic, and it worked out really, really well. The electrician was a saving grace, honestly, guys. I mean, he crushed it. He came out, banged everything out. I mean, even these are not exactly your traditional setups for electricians, but he did really well. So huge shout out to Ryan for doing all of that work. So I did go ahead in the meantime too and cover these. If you remember, there were vents here from the shed builders. I covered them, sealed them up the best I could on each side with the leftover wood that we did have that's treated inside to keep that going. So that's finished. I did put in a security sensor for an entry sensor into my home security system so that we can lock this thing down as needed. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my handle, if I want to go extreme, if I want to put in another lock there. I may do that just to avoid anything. A few people commented before about like the vents and stuff like that and tearing this, you know, like what if they ripped out the vent? And I mean, you're not going to climb through here, right? Like you would literally eat yourself up on these screws trying to get through here and all. But what I might do is I might put an actually security sensor up here so that I guess if somebody ever broke in, I am going to put a camera up here facing the door, which will work out well. And I might put the camera over here so that I could see the temperatures and stuff inside if I need to. Granted, I do have my Google Nest thermostat temperature. If you guys need one of these, I'll put one of those down below, but I might put a security sensor over there just to kind of catch anything over on this side. I'm not sure how crazy I'm going to go on security. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, you could do a barbed wire fence around this thing and go nuts, but I don't think I want to go that hardcore. But other than that, guys, that's it for today. I'm going to put links to everything down below. In my next video, we're going to run a test inside the crypto mining shed. I want to do like 3 or 4 rigs inside of here and just test it out for a few days and see how this does. As I said, I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to fill this with rigs instantly. There's a lot of work I still need to do with the floor and the outside of the shed. So I want to get all that work done before I fill this thing with rigs. Anyways, guys, please make sure you go check out the meter box. You can go over there, and they have a huge contest that you guys saw in the reel going on right now. Get in on that contest to win yourselves a whole bunch of free gear. Other than that, leave a comment, a suggestion, recommendation down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And finally, don't forget to subscribe. Take care.